All right. I believe that's good. And then let's go ahead and hit that with the motherfucking on switch. And then we're going to do that. Let's do hashtag. Yeah, that's good. I want to save. And then hold on, guys. I'm just setting stuff up. Just give me 1 second. Oh, I don't have any tags. See. All right, there we go. So I didn't know that you could do whatchamacallit. You could do tags like in the live stream, which I guess it's kind of like hashtags, I guess. But yeah, I didn't know I could do that. So now maybe we'll get some more discoverability? Maybe. I think that's the word. Maybe we'll get more of that. Karth, what's going on, man? Sorry, I've been setting stuff up. We're gonna get right into it, I think. Before we do, I do gotta set up the situation for you guys because yesterday, obviously day one happened. Like we all saw the Steelers reported back for camp, and you know they were out there training and shit, which was all well and dandy. We talked about it a few streams ago to where we know that they begin practice, I believe, at like 1:30 or 1:55. It was one of those times. And so when I go to work, I'm leaving at like 2 or 2:30. And then depending on if I have overtime, it's 1 or 1:30. So like the window for opportunity for me to like get these off is in the morning is tough. Like it's impossible, honestly. Like, I can't, like, unless, you know, I just don't go to work. But right now that's not really an option. And so I wasn't able to get it off like in the morning. And then obviously I can do it today because stuff has already happened. So we're kind of circling back. But anyway, I wanted to go live yesterday when I got home. It was like 11:30 or 12, you know. So it still would have been a decent time. However, I'm really sick. I'll be honest. I am really sick. My nose is like cooked. 2 days ago, my throat was cooked. I couldn't really talk. But I figured, okay, the nose, like, I can get through that. But by the time I got home, I'm not gonna lie, like, I literally couldn't even breathe out of my nose. Which is really shitty because I did want to go live yesterday. But by the time I, like, got everything settled, it was like 12:30. So I said, whatever, you know, we'll do this in the morning. So I woke up and I started setting this up, and bro, I have so many clips on here, honestly. I have so many clips from Twitter and stuff like that to like show off that it took like an additional 15 to 20 minutes to actually set this up. And so with all of that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get right into the content because as you can see, the Steelers training camp content, I've been absolutely running this shit through my entire veins. This is like all my Twitter is right now, which is the best part, low-key. It's the best part of the entire season, unless you are a Super Bowl winning team, which, you know, we haven't done in a little bit. We haven't been able to get over that playoff hump. But it's the best time of the entire season. And the reason why it's the best time in the entire season, I'm going to point this over here. This is a clip from the Tennessee Titans, right? And it's kind of funny because if you've been watching me, you know I just like randomly slander the Titans all the time. as like this Mickey Mouse organization, and like whether that's true or not is not really the point. The point is you see these clips of these players, right? Like you see this is I guess their wide receivers, and based on how they look in this drill specifically, it's like, man, the Tennessee Titans, they're going to win the Super Bowl. You know, like the Tennessee Titans have the best wide receiver core of all time. And it's takes like that, it's narratives like that get built from this training camp process. We are all watching our favorite teams right now, you know, warm up. We are all watching our favorite teams with their new rookies, with their new free agency additions, all come together. And it's all 32 teams right now believe that they're not, like, they believe that they can win the Super Bowl, honestly. Because, like, if we're believing that, there's got to be, you know, crazier fan bases out there. So, like, everybody believes that they can win the Super Bowl. But at the very least, every team is in the hopes that they are going to improve upon what they did last season, right? So that's where everybody is at right now. And like I said, I picked this clip from the Titans to kind of like, you know, bring it out there or whatever you want to say. Like I kind of, hold on, let me turn this down. I picked this clip of the Titans to kind of put it out there that like every team, every fan base, every fan of an NFL team is feeling fucking outstanding about their current team right now. And it is all because it is the training camp process. And ladies and gentlemen, now that we've seen the Titans, they're not going to win the Super Bowl because we have a way better team than the Tennessee Titans. Let's talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, because as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Rodgers has hit the field. Aaron Rodgers is the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. Honestly, you know, we've been talking about it for a while. He even showed up to, mini camp or whatever. But now that he is like officially there and like he's running through the plays with him and Will Howard and Mason Rudolph, they're all, you know, throwing the ball around and shit. I'm imagining Aaron Rodgers is going to win the quarterback battle. I'm imagining he's going to be our quarterback one this season. And it is still unbelievable to me that we got this guy because he's an all-time great. And like you see how big, like look how big Aaron Rodgers' calves are. I don't think we're talking about this enough. Like why are his legs tree trunks? Honestly, like what is the reasoning for that? Like why was he in the gym so much for us? But on the Jets, he was just like, it's whatever. Like the Jets, he didn't really care about the Jets. You know why he didn't really care about the Jets? It's because he knew that the New York Jets had no chance to win it. No matter how much they hyped up their defense, no matter how much they hyped up all this other shit, he knew the Jets had absolutely no chance. But when you come to Pittsburgh and you put on that black and gold, you then start believing, okay, maybe we can actually do this. Maybe Mike Tomlin is going to motivate us and we're going to get to that final goal of a playoff win or the Super Bowl. Right now, we just need a playoff win to get us over the hump. Now, obviously, Aaron Rodgers, he's won a bunch of playoff games before. He doesn't necessarily care about a play. I shouldn't say care, but like a playoff win doesn't really move the needle for, he doesn't really move the needle for Aaron Rodgers in his career. But if we were to get a playoff win, I think we get that like monkey off our back, and then we start taking that momentum from the playoff win and we start propelling it into the future games, if not that same season. So like if we win one playoff game this year, then like maybe we can win 2 this year. Maybe we can win 3 this year. We just got to get the one out of the way. And so I feel like Aaron Rodgers he might play his best football of all time, honestly. I heard Aaron threw 1 interception and Mason was 4 for 4 in videos yesterday. Maybe a competition for quarterback 1. Maybe. Now, Mason Rudolph. I like Mason Rudolph. He's a Pittsburgh legend, but like, please no. Please no. If it's not Aaron, it might as well be Will Howard. And I did see that Aaron Rodgers interception. We do have a clip of it up here at some point in the video. But now you can see, here we go. We got the first team offense out there. You see Aaron Rodgers. We got DK Metcalf, Jalen Warren. Over there, I believe, that's Calvin Austin. And then we can see the offensive line. Someone who's maybe a little surprising, but it's because of injury. But Spencer Anderson is our starting, I believe, right guard or left guard. And then we also have Mason McCormick starting at the other guard position. So like we have 2 somewhat young players there. And then we also have Zach Frazier. Actually, our whole entire offensive line is young. What's crazy is, and we'll talk about this for sure in a second. But Broderick Jones, in terms of the players who are there, in terms of the players who are healthy and starting for our line, Broderick Jones is like the veteran of the offensive line right now. We're going to talk about Broderick Jones in a little bit as well. But you can see that's the first team offense over there. Next up, Mason Rudolph. Aaron Rodgers has been incredibly friendly and open to questions and talkatives. He's been a wealth of information. And then he says, but wait, we were told that Aaron Rodgers is a terrible teammate. With that said, I kind of do, we love Aaron Rodgers, right? Like we're all standing Aaron Rodgers. I know there are some Steelers fans out there that still maybe hold some reservations about him, or maybe some football fans that still kind of hold some reservations about Aaron Rodgers. But for right now, he's our quarterback. We're just gonna live and breathe with Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just gonna pretend that we didn't hear all this stuff about him, and like all of these takes that we used to have about Aaron Rodgers, like they didn't happen. We're just going to pretend like, that's not a thing, because we did the same thing with Russell Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody was telling us, hey, Russell Wilson, he's this, Russell Wilson is that, he's not actually that good, he's blah, 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 blah. And we as Steelers fans were like, nah, fuck that. Like, things are going to change here in Pittsburgh. And like, we were getting off that narrative. We're getting the same shit off with Aaron Rodgers. Like, all that bad teammate stuff, all that, like, he blows up organization stuff, all the ayahuasca stuff, all the Joe Rogan stuff, like, we're not trying to hear that right now. What we're trying to hear is Aaron Rodgers has thrown another touchdown to DK Metcalf, and that's all that matters to us right now. So if it comes out, at the end of this run or whatever, that he was like just a horrible teammate and blah, 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 we can then revisit those takes. But for right now, we just got to put up our blinders. We got to like just pretend not to see it. Like, like when, all right, so imagine some situation is happening like over here, like to the left of you, right? And like you can see it, but you don't want to like involve yourself. So you just sit there standing like, but like you don't turn your head because like you don't want to look. So you're just, that's what we're doing with this old Aaron Rodgers stuff. Maybe it was the surroundings. Yeah, it had to have been the surroundings. Like, and with the Jets, Aaron, he definitely gets like the criticisms or whatever. He should get criticisms for like what happened on the New York Jets and like him just bringing in whoever he wanted and things not really working out. And like the coaching, like everybody got fired. Like he definitely deserves criticism for that. But then at the same time, the Jets are like a creative mode organization. Like they have no structure. They barely have a history. They share a stadium. They're like not a real team. So like Aaron Rodgers being able to go there and just like blow everything up and like just reset the team. That's what happens when you're the New York Jets. That's what happens when you don't, take yourself seriously as an organization. Aaron Rodgers is allowed to take over your organization. That shit is not going to happen in Pittsburgh. Whether, you like Mike Tomlin or not, if things don't work out with Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers, like if things just don't work out this season, we're not going to fire our head coach because him and Aaron Rodgers got into it. Like that is absolutely not going to happen. And I get the context is a little different, but even Big Ben, Big Ben had tremendous pull for the Steelers, but there was even some things he couldn't even, really address, seeing how good he was and like how young he was at a certain point. There was even some stuff that we wouldn't budge on him for. Now we did kind of, give Big Ben a lot of grace with that. But because we're the Steelers and we're like this, high-class, top-tier organization, certain shit is just not going to happen like it would on a different organization. That's just, it is what it is. But yeah, like we're ignoring the Aaron Rodgers drama right now. We don't really want to hear about that. Next up, what do we got? Here we go. Okay, we got an obligatory Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf post. So you can see it's very high quality. Shout out to Paramount and the NFL. You see Aaron Rodgers in the black and gold, just fires one over to DK Metcalf. And it is like, I can't believe we have both of these players, man. And we have Jalen Ramsey, and we have Darius Slay, and we have, our rookies, and we have like Kenneth Gainwell and Juan Thornhill and shit. Like, we went crazy this offseason, honestly. Like, we went nuts. Like, this is a completely different team than it was last year. And I felt like the last year team was a completely different team than the one the year before that. So Omar Khan, he's been very aggressive. He's been very risk-taking in this offseason process, and I love it. I love that for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've always said, we need to be slightly more aggressive than what we are because, like, we keep losing and we keep, bringing back the same people and we keep doing the same thing over and over and over. It's time to look like a 2025 organization, and I believe that is, like, the trend that we're heading to. Now, is it going to work? This is an extreme example, I would say, because Aaron Rodgers is 65. But like getting DK Metcalf, and like we needed a wide receiver the whole time. Getting DK Metcalf to me was a very smart move. Now, was trading George Pickens along with that a smart move? That still remains to be seen. I know a lot of you guys hate George Pickens, especially what he did after the whole like the training camp thing. Like he said he was going to go and then he didn't go. So they sent Muth instead. Like I understand why you guys are mad at George Pickens for sure. But like maybe we should have kept him, right? Maybe we should have kept him. But George Pickens, he's not on the team. We won't talk about him. Next up, we got another play here from Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf. There's a chance that this is actually the same play. No, I think this is a different play. But you can see DK Metcalf, he gets it, and just the yak is off the charts. Nobody's tackling. Everybody's in shorts, so like we definitely got to keep that in mind that like, you know, everybody is wearing shorts. There are no pads. There's barely helmets. I'm surprised that there are even helmets. Is that Jack Sawyer lined up against Vermouth? Is that Jack Sawyer right there? That might be Jack Sawyer. He switches to the edge spot, but yeah, we hit DK Metcalf in the middle of the field, and he just takes the yak. He just goes. No one's able to tackle him in real life, and nobody can tackle him in practice either. I also saw, I don't think I have it up here because, you know, I'm a big Steelers fan, but I think DK Metcalf had a drop yesterday. It happens. You know, they're in shorts. Like DK Metcalf in the game, I'm sure is going to come down with these catches. So like we really don't got to talk about that. And then Rodgers looking for DK on a deep corner route in this one. Let's see. Did he actually complete this? Where is everything even happening right now? I haven't even really seen. So just like some spoilers or whatever. When this is happening, when all these clips are coming out, I'm at work. Like, so I'm just going on Twitter, seeing stuff, and I'm just like, because I know I'm gonna potentially talk about it. And I believe this is Aaron Rodgers right here. I believe, yeah, this is Aaron Rodgers right here. And then, okay, DK's over here. He tries to hit him on this deep corner. And it's just a little bit too high for him, but I imagine in the game, in the actual NFL setting, with the crowd going wild, Aaron Rodgers is going to hit this play. And you can also see Calvin Austin, I believe that is, in motion. He has like a stop route. This is a really good play right here. I think this is just 7-on-7, so like there's not all the players out there, but like you can see this play call right here, like Calvin Austin, it appears he's going to be the one who's going deep outside, and then DK is going to hit the middle of the field. But Calvin stopping forces the corner to kind of like stay with him, and then leaves a one-on-one matchup with DK Metcalf, and I can't, you know, tell who that is. But in an NFL game, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who the corner is. If DK Metcalf is one-on-one with somebody, he's probably has an advantage in terms of height or athleticism, you know? So like one-on-one, give him a chance on the ball. And so we try it there. And they're not necessarily on the same page because you can see DK, he kind of cuts in, right? And then Aaron Rodgers, he's throwing the ball to the outside. So DK, he's trying to like track it down, and like they didn't come up with it. But this is the first day of training camp, and I imagine these like nuances are going to be things that are found out throughout training camp. And then in terms of the actual NFL game, we're going to have these T's crossed and these I's dotted. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. And then next up, okay, I wanted to talk about this because it's our guy, man. This is our guy, big Roman Wilson out here. You can see Aaron Rodgers on the play fake. He hits Roman Wilson. What's up, Victor? He hits Roman Wilson, and I wanted to talk about this specifically because actually there's a lot of things I want to talk about in this play. Hold on, and I apologize, guys. I'm really sorry. I've been sick. I don't know. You can see it on my lips. Like my nose is cooked. I've been sick, bro. I wanted to do this last night, but I just couldn't. But at least tonight is Friday, so like stuff that happens tonight, if I feel good enough, you know, later on tonight, I can like re-go live with day 2 of shit. But okay, so I wanted to talk about this play because we are definitely going to talk about this in depth for a while, this one specific play. But I wanted to start it off with talking about it because we kind of gave up on our boy, Roman Wilson, right? Not real Steelers fans, of course, but like, you know, we keep talking about how badly we need a wide receiver. And we keep talking about how badly we need a wide receiver. And it's just like, fuck Calvin Austin. Fuck Roman Wilson. Fuck Robert Woods. Yo, where the hell is Robert Woods at, bro? I seen this one play or not even a play. It was just like Robert Woods walking into training camp. And it was just, I'm being a hater for sure because like it's Robert Wilson and he's old. Or Robert Woods and he's old. But it's just so funny that we have him because like I've heard nothing. I've heard absolutely nothing about Robert Woods in this whole process. What a dude, Nev. Sorry you're sick. You feel better. Need your content. I appreciate that, Victor. We're powering through it, and it looks like the offense is having a day today. So this is from yesterday, and then I believe today they re-practice at like I think at 1:30 or 2. Is when they like kind of go back into it. And so this is for all from yesterday, right? And so shout out to Roman Wilson. Hold on, let me see what this next one is to see if we're getting into this. Okay, I'm gonna save this play, but I want you guys to watch this play, right? And obviously this is a pass to Roman Wilson, but I want you guys to watch this play and just tell me anything that sticks out to you about this play, okay? I'm gonna let it play for a second. And, you know, Aaron Rodgers, he throws it. Roman Wilson gets tackled, gets tackled again, gets tackled a third time. But yeah, one more time, we're going to watch this play. And eventually we are going to come back to this play because there is something that kind of stuck out to me. And because we're Steelers fans and because, this is training camp time and it's time for the hot takes, we're going to overreact to something. But for now, we're going to move on because we have another play to look at. And this is a whole situation that Karth was talking about a little earlier. And Karth was talking about it a little earlier. I seen it on the timeline a little bit. People are making fun of Steelers fans. So I don't know if this was actually Aaron Rodgers' first, pass in 7-on-7. But to start, Aaron, he's like tapping he's tapping on his headset, right? Or on his helmet. And you can see Jalen Ramsey's kind of mocking it. So I thought that was kind of funny in general that he's mocking his like head tap. But then Aaron Rodgers, he gets a snap, he drops back, and Patrick Queen actually picks the ball off. Patrick Queen gets the interception, and I don't know if this was actually his first play of 7-on-7 or whatever, but that's what the caption says. So we're going with the caption. We're letting this person ride with us. And also, before I continue on, I want to give a shout out to like everybody who was actually there in Latrobe at St. Vincent St. Mary's. Is that what it's called, St. Vincent St. Mary's, or is that where LeBron went to high school? Oh my God, I'm having like a brain. I think we practice at St. Vincent St. Mary's, right? And then did LeBron go there? Is there no St. Mary's? I think St. Mary's is where LeBron went. I think like the connection of it is I'm being like LeBron right now. My bad. You're watching from Nigeria, Steelers Nation. Let's get a shout out to Nigeria. Oh, that's crazy. Dang, Victor. I appreciate it. How did you find me? That's nuts. But yeah, okay. So we're at St. Vincent. There's St. Mary's around here, but not Steelers. Okay, so yeah, LeBron, like no lie, that has absolutely nothing to do with anything. But LeBron went to St. Vincent St. Mary's, and then the Steelers practice at St. Vincent's. But anyway, Aaron Rodgers, first play, he throws this interception. We're gonna talk about this in a second because our guy Andrew Filipponi said something, and I know everybody hates Andrew Filipponi, but we're gonna throw him a bone here. He said, "I think Aaron Rodgers threw this interception intentionally. Big Ben would do it all the time." Maybe, right? Because you got to think about it. We got all these pieces. We got Aaron Rodgers. We got DK Metcalf. We got, Caleb Johnson. We got this player, that player. We got Muth. We got Jonnu Smith. We got, we got all these pieces, right? And, man, we look at the defense, and we got Joey Porter Jr., Darius Slay, Jalen Ramsey, all these new pieces. We have all these new pieces, right? And the offense, we haven't been able to get any kind of offensive momentum for like years. So like that is what it is. But the defense, if they get happy early, right? Because we're imagining that the secondary, and Patrick Queen, I guess, isn't really a part of the secondary, but he's someone who kind of played down last season to me. He was ranked a top 75 NFL player, but kind of had a down year. But if this defense, if they make these splash plays early, I feel like it's going to make them all feel like they can do this thing. Like they are like one of the best defenses in the NFL because they are. They are one of the best defenses in the NFL. And like they just need these little like bones to be thrown to them like Aaron Rodgers just did because he intentionally threw this interception because he's trying to get the defense motivated. He's trying to get them amped up because this secondary, right? The secondary, and like we'll talk about the D-line and Derek Harmon out there. This defense, if our offense can cook against this defense, we can cook against any defense in the league. And like we're gonna play them so many times together, like offense versus defense, Steeler versus Steeler. We're gonna play each other so many times. And so whoever can come out the victor, like if by the end of training camp our offense is just dicing up our defense, it's concerning because like damn, our defense is getting diced up by Muth, like it's in Calvin Austin, like that's concerning, I guess. But to me it just gives us the ultimate like motivation going into our future games. Like if we can beat Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay, and Joey Porter Jr., we can for sure beat whoever the fuck the Browns are rolling out there, right? Like we can for sure beat who is on the Ravens. I know they have some pretty good corners on the Ravens. And one of them's young, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's just kind of like the energy I feel like. Can you get the games in Nigeria on TV? Our defense will be top 5. Oh yeah, we got TJ, Cam Hayward, JPJ, Yaya Black. The old school mindset of defense wins championships. If you can't score, you can't win. Exactly. So many good players on defense. So I feel like I feel like we have a chance to like really go out there and do something. And so like him throwing the bone to the defense, getting them motivated, getting them ready to continuously practice in shorts. Because this is my last point, and then I'll move on to another thing. But players on defense, how are we gonna say this? No, we're just gonna be honest. Players on defense are fucking crazy. Players on defense are absolutely insane. Players on defense are trying to, and I'm not actually saying this, this is a joke. This is a joke. Nobody on the Steelers would do this. But players on defense are trying to give you first-class CTE. They are trying to take your head off. And so the fact that we're doing this in shorts and we can't really tackle, players on offense, they don't really care. You know, what do they say? We're soft now. Like, we're soft around these parts. Especially in today's NFL. So, like, no one on offense is really trying to, like, hit right now unless you're, like, a madman like DK Metcalf. So, like, to throw the interception, to get them hyped, it's because they got to be out there, like, just running around, not being able to tackle the whole time. So doing something like this, it gets them a little hype. It gets them a little motivated. Yeah, but they got it now where you can't let them catch the ball or it's a PI or can't hit the game. Like, that. The NFL rules are a little weird right now. Some people call it soft. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, this is our guy right here. This is the best player we've ever seen, the best player you've ever seen, the best player to ever don a Pittsburgh Steelers training camp uniform. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaylen Warren right here. We have the handoff from Aaron Rodgers, and he explodes up the hole. He is so fast. He hits him with a spin move. He hits him with a spin move. Jaylen Warren is the GOAT. He is the best player you've ever seen. I know it's crazy. You guys don't believe me, but Jaylen Warren is the best player you have ever witnessed play football ever. And so, like, when I see this play, it just makes me very excited about this team. It makes me very excited about our running game, because we're going to talk about Caleb Johnson here in a little bit as well. We're going to talk about some other players on the Steelers. But, like, seeing Jaylen Warren and he's going to get RB1 snaps, like, that to me is just fantastic. So shout out to Jaylen Warren. And then I believe we have another play right here. Okay, yeah, this is where we got Caleb Johnson out here. And he's just going to absolutely fucking take this ball, and he's going to get the handoff from Mason Rudolph, and then he's going to explode through the hole. And then he's just, like, once he hits the open field, I saw a tweet about this where, I don't know, I guess, like, when you watch the draft combine or, like, when you watch these clips, like, he doesn't really seem that fast. But from what I've heard, like, when he hits open space, Caleb Johnson is gone. Like, if he is able to, you know, get some separation, he's out of there. It's a touchdown. It's a huge yard gain every single time. And he looks so ready, man. Caleb Johnson looks so ready. Who's that? Who is 26? Or is that 26 or 20? Who is 26 on the defense right now? Someone answer me in the comments, please. Who's 26? Because they deserve an award for actually trying to run him down. This is what I mean too with, like, the defense. All they got, like, they're basically out there doing cardio because they're not allowed to tackle. So that's why you throw them like a little Mickey Mouse interception to keep their spirits up, to keep the vibes up. But who was 26 on the team? Because he went all the way. He really tried to track down Caleb Johnson. Like, he is in third gear. Oh, it could be Echoes. It could be Echoes. Hold on, I apologize. Karth, are you actually there at training camp? Like, are you at St. Vincent's? That'd be sick. You're like 50. So you went yesterday, or are you going today for the first time, or like whenever? Oh, next week? That's cool. That's pretty sick. Oh yeah, next week they'll have the pads on. They'll be hitting. That's gonna be a great time. Now we got another Caleb Johnson run right here. God, this crowd is so loud. I have to mute it because I don't want to get like super duper copyrighted. Also, the fans cheering is a little loud in my ears. But you can see once again, Caleb Johnson, once he gets in that open space, he's just gone. He's just absolutely gone. And this time, Jalen Ramsey's kind of showing the effort here and trying to run him down. Roman Wilson in motion. He's just a beast, man. Caleb Johnson is just a beast. Let me see. Oh, you just moved back up from Texas? That's sick. I want to go to a training camp so bad. I've never actually seen one. I've never lived like, actually, that's not true. I have lived like in Pittsburgh before, but I've never been to a training camp. That's something I want to scratch off the bucket list because I've been to games. Oh, what is this? Okay, so this is a good play right here from our guy Will Howard hitting the field. He's gonna get this pass off. I'm not sure who that is, but we're gonna see DeMarvin Leal forcing the fumble, man. Seth Bell, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, my guy. But yes, what's his name? DeMarvin Leal. His feet have been put to the fire. Like this guy is, he's been getting criticized a little bit, you know, but he forces the fumble on this play. I went to one year ago and I got a real picture of Troy Polamalu. Was he playing or like was he just there? Oh, he said years ago. Bucket list, go to a game in Pittsburgh. I've been to a game in Dallas when I was stationed in Texas. Yeah, I've been to the Pittsburgh stadium to like watch us play, and then I've been to the whatchamacallit, I've been to Buffalo to watch us play. So those are the two stadiums I've been to. Whatchamacallit. So yeah, I want to go to more, and I want to go. It was when he played. That's sick. I want to go to more, and I want to go to a training camp one day. I don't know if this like counts for anything, but I've been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But we got a Will Howard play right here. You can see number 18. Look at it. Actually, for this one, I'm going to turn the sound on. YouTube, if you strike me down, then like just know I'm not going out with a fight. I will dispute it. I will submit a claim too. I will submit it right back. So YouTube, if you take this down, just know you're not just taking it down because I will be contacting my lawyers. Anyway, you can see Will Howard. You see, he gets the jump right there. The cadence is crazy. The cadence is sick out of Will Howard. So he gets the jump. This is a free play. This is a free play right here. And you can see another little point. We're going to rewind this again. Future is playing in the background. And if you guys know anything about Russell Wilson, if you guys know anything about that situation, when Russell Wilson was on the team, we did not play Future at the games. We didn't do that. They put it on Twitter and YouTube for free. I think you just need to say it's from them. Yeah, like hold on. Where did this guy come from? Baku. I'm not gonna like all of these people. One day I want to get to like big enough to where I then like make a Twitter because I have a Twitter, but like I want to get big enough on YouTube to like then where I have a Twitter and like all these people follow me. And then I can thank them because Baku Loki has been giving me training camp content for like 3 years and he has no idea that he is like funding Zaya and the Steelers right now. He has no clue. He has no clue. A lot of these people, they don't have any clue. There's Baku again. Baku again. And then this Robbie guy, I will say this Robbie guy is a new entrance to the Steelers videos. I have not seen him before, but yesterday he was going crazy. So I got a lot of stuff from him. Anyway though, where was I even at? Oh yeah, we were talking about Will Howard and his cadence and him jumping off sides, right? So you can hear. Oh, and Future, yes, we're playing Future again now that Russell Wilson is not on the team. But you can see gets the jump, and then we reset. Has him go in motion, fakes the pitch, steps back, fires it across the middle. And Will Howard, man, like there's a chance that Will Howard's our quarterback of the future. There is a real chance of that happening, man. I'm very excited. Look at let's look at these jerseys, man. We got Patrick Queen, looks like a military John. This number 3, ladies and gentlemen, is that a Landry Jones jersey? Is that a Landry Jones jersey in the wild? That's just a little kid. I probably shouldn't highlight him like this. Cameron Hayward right there. We got a TJ Watt right there. Is that okay? We got another TJ Watt at the bottom of the screen. It's always interesting to me to see like what. Oh my God, I'm so sick. Damn it. To see like what jerseys people are wearing. Let's do it tonight. Sorry, I'm communicating with my girlfriend about what we're doing for lunch today. Maybe it's. Oh, that could be it. Hold on. Big trust, guys. Like, I'm gonna BRB, but like, I'm just gonna put this screen up. I'm still here. Chick-fil-A is actually kind of a contender. I'm putting this screen up because I'm going to absolutely blow the hell out of my nose. So I'm literally right here, I promise. But I'm just gonna blow my nose real quick, I promise. Yeah, it could be. I don't. I've never really been an allergy guy. How do I look? Oh my god. I never really been like a pollen or allergy guy. Maybe it's because I'm pushing 30. I love you guys. I really do. I love being live and being able to talk to you guys because, like, obviously I wouldn't put this in a video. But, bro, the other day somebody asked me how old I was, and this might be sad. I didn't know. I deadass didn't know how old I was. I was like, I think 25. I could be 26 right now. I could be 26. I was born in 1999. If you guys help me with the math, please. I could be 26 right now, but I'm still saying 20. I might be 25 forever. Fuck it. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people sick at my job, and so I think I just got it from them. Oh my goodness. But anywho, back to it. It's Friday. We got one more day to get through it. Back to it. Shout out to Baku, and then also shout out to Will Howard. And then this one right here. This was a tweet about Jonnu Smith, because apparently he was working with like the receivers and not the tight ends and the blocking drills. But then this Lincoln Richie guy, he said he wasn't out there because of the heat. And so maybe I don't know what's going on with Jonnu Smith. It was a little hot. He couldn't play, but I really think we're gonna use him as like this receiver, and then what's his name? Muth is gonna be like our tight end, and Darnell Washington, he's gonna be. We'll talk about where Darnell Washington's gonna be in a second here, because there is one player we have to talk about. We can see Calvin. Look at Calvin Austin and DK Metcalf, man. I'm actually really interested to see how Calvin Austin goes through this, right? And he goes under the little tunnel. How is DK Metcalf gonna get under this? So he's warming it up. He's warming it up. Turns around, gets the ball, and he has to completely. It's crazy the like variety. Like you can see the height difference between Calvin and DK Metcalf, and I can't tell who that is over there. But just DK Metcalf, he's a freak, dude. Like he's a monster. What Jonnu played in Miami, Pittsburgh, Heat should be nothing. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to like. Because, I mean, this guy, Lincoln Richie, he got one like I don't know if this is real or not, but that's what he said. But, like, the main point of it was he was, like, with the receivers and the blocking drills and not the tight ends. So I feel like we're going to use him more as, like, a receiver versus a tight end. But, I mean, not too much on Calvin Austin, man. Like, we don't need a tight end playing receiver when we have Calvin Austin out there on the field. Oh, my goodness. Karth, I messed up. I had it on the top chats again. I'm sorry if like I missed anything. I feel like that was the first chat where it didn't pop up for me. But yes, I did mess up. I had it on live chat. Let me get it on, or I had it on top chat. Let me get it on live chat. Next up. Oh, here we go. This is the play. We don't have to worry about this one. But just I'm gonna give my takes on this because we saw this play a little earlier. I asked you guys like what kind of stuck out to you about this play. And no bullshit, this stuck out to me. Like, before I even saw any of the slander about it, this stuck out to me. You can see Alex Highsmith right here. Alex Highsmith is a dog. He's a top player, so, like, take that for what it's worth. He's a top player and a dog, right? But Broderick Jones, man. So, like, let's watch. Alex Highsmith, he gets right by him, right? Literally right by him. And in a game, I mean, this is Aaron Rodgers, so like maybe he's able to get the ball away or something. But in a game, he's cooked. And like low key, God, is that TJ? We just have really good edge rushers, though, if you think about it. Like, we just have really good players. Is that TJ on the other side? In the game, it would be, but I'm just trying to see if it actually is him or if it's maybe like Nick Herbig or Jack Sawyer. I feel like that's a one over there. That could be Nick Herbig over there, but anyway. Our tackles, bro. This is gonna mainly be about what's his name? About Broderick Jones. Our tackles, bro. It's a little concerning. It definitely is a little. Oh, that is Nick Herbig. It's a little concerning because both of the edges are completely smoked, but they're just dogs. Oh, I didn't even see Derek Harmon. They're just dogs. Like, they are just dogs. And so, like, if you lose against them in training camp, it is what it is. I apologize, but we need Broderick Jones to be better at the end of the day. We just need him to be better. We just need him to be better. Like, that's the only thing we can say about it. We need Broderick to be better. And this is day one in short, so like we can't kill him yet. We can't like, get off all these narratives, even though the narratives have already been getting off. We shouldn't necessarily like hang on to this, but we want to see Broderick Jones be really good because there's a lot of slander about him, a lot of like head scratchers about him, a lot of questions about him. We need Broderick Jones to be good this season. And then also, yes, let's watch Derek Harmon over here. You can see 99. He's a huge dude. Who was that? Look at him and Zach Frazier going at it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Harmon and Zach Frazier going crazy in this one-on-one battle right here. That was pretty sick to see, low-key. You see, what's his name? Keanu Benton also over there. Look at our D-line. Is Cameron Hayward on the field? I don't think Cameron's on the field. We got, let me see. We got Alex Highsmith, Derek Harmon, Keanu Benton, and then, what's his name? Nick Herbig on the edge. So, I mean, we're just got dogs. Like, those aren't even, I think, obviously, Derek Harmon will start and, like, Benton will start. But, like, we don't have Cameron Hayward out there or TJ Watt. And look at the pressure that is, like, hitting Aaron Rodgers right now. Because those are our two starting tackles. So, like, just, that's amazing to see. And then, yeah, we could, like, Broderick's just standing there. Like, not too much on Broderick Jones, guys. Come on. Not too much on Broderick Jones. Need to let TJ and Cam. Yeah, that's true. Like they really don't have to be like super duper out here for camp. Like we know what they're gonna produce for us, right? Like we know about them. But yeah, Broderick Jones, he's just standing here, man. Like we need him to be better. We need Broderick Jones to be better. And then this is the last point of it all because I talked about this a lot, like in the offseason process. Why did we bring back Pat Meyer, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. And I don't want to be on here just calling for somebody's job and like, cause it's fucked up to me. Like I don't want anybody to get fired, but like at the end of the day, we need to be better on the offensive line. And Pat Meyer, I feel like, is a huge like glaring kind of asterisk that we have on that. And he's like one of the coaches that we brought back. And I didn't think we should have brought him back. And like we've been trying to catch up to. We used to have this old offensive line coach that ended up going to a different team and whatnot. I can't think of his name, but like our offensive line hasn't been, really like that since he left. But I can't think of his name right now. But like, yeah, we've been trying ever since he left. We've been trying to, recapture that flame or whatever, rekindle that flame. But Pat Meyer, this is his last chance for me. If our offensive line isn't good, because like we have Frazier, McCormick, Fatanu, we took Broderick Jones. We have all these pieces. Like we should be a better offensive line than like we're putting out there sometimes. That's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think, but that's just my opinion. Next up, what is this? Next up, okay, this is just like our starting offense and our starting defense. Like just the vibes are high, everyone's shaking hands and stuff. Jalen Ramsey's out here. Jalen Ramsey is a Pittsburgh Steelers, guys. He is a Pittsburgh Steeler. It's just amazing. You can see Muth, Roman Wilson out there. Fake David DeCastro, he's out there. And then we can see another one. We talked about TJ and Cam. Let's go sports. I don't know. I just talked about it. I don't know why we still have Pat Meyer, man. But what's up? Let's go sports. But I guess we'll give him a chance. Like this is likely his last season. So we'll see if things go bad. There's no way we keep him if things go bad again. But this is like just another drill of some of our defensive linemen going out there and getting after it. TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, they're gonna meet in the backfield, I'm sure, a bunch. Cam Hayward, he's just walking around. Look at him, man. Look at Cam Hayward. Look how big he is. Pause. Like he's just like a We love Cameron Hayward, and I will never forget all those people out there who were criticizing us giving him a contract 2 seasons ago. Or last season, I don't know. It was like last offseason that Cameron Hayward and the Steelers were kind of going through it. And you had the 40 pluses and the 50 pluses and the 60 pluses. Like, no, we need to get rid of Cam Hayward, man. Like, he's too old, bro. Like, we need to just get rid of the guy. He's never done anything for us. Like, damn, bro. Like, damn. This is like one of our best players, and like we're just got to get rid of him because he wants to be paid. And at the same time, his best year was last year. Like, he literally ate last year, and people before that happened, people were like, he's done. They were telling me that he was done. They were telling Cam that he was done, and then he went out there and he had the best season of like damn near his career. So I mean, shout out to Cam Hayward, man. Next up. This is what we got to get into, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is cinema. Because this is going to be a play all about our guy, our first-round draft pick, Big Derek Harmon. Just one more. Let me just check real quick. So, you can see Derek Harmon. He's over here, right? And this is going to be a handoff. Aaron Rodgers has a man in motion. Calvin Austin, are you going to get it? Probably not. This is going to be a handoff. And you can see Connor Hayward's over there, too. This edge needs the edge needs to be set. I'm hoping, guys, look, Derek Harmon is already right here. This is not good. Derek Harmon shouldn't be right here. We got Zach Frazier holding right now. Like, that's a flag every single time. And I'm assuming, what's his name, Connor would be, going to get Herbig or whatever. He's going to get his edge. But since Derek Harmon has already broken through, he has to, give him some attention. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. No, it's not. It's not. So this right here is a tackle for a loss every single time. This right here is a tackle for a loss. But just how good Derek Harmon has been on day one of training camp, to me, is very, very encouraging. Like, apparently he is just out there dominating. And this, can I zoom in? Can I zoom this in? No, I can't zoom this in from here. Oh, wait, how does it look on here now? I think that's how I had it now. I don't know. But I wanted to zoom it in because, like, look at, I think I might be able to do it for you guys. I don't want to completely, hold on. I'm going to do some things live on the fly here. I'll fix it in a second. But, like, look at the attention that Derek Harmon is garnishing right now. We got Zach Frazier and maybe Mason McCoy. They're fighting for their fucking lives right now to, like, hold him back for getting a tackle for loss. I'm going to play it one more time so you guys can see it. This is just absolutely insane right here. They are holding the hell out of Derek Harmon right now. And this is his first training. I guess he had the rookie camp, but this is like his first training camp in the NFL, and he's already fucking dominating. He's already dominating, and that's a tackle for loss every single time, even though we know big Jalen Warren, he's not just going down without a fight. But most of the time, that is a tackle for a loss every single time, and you guys can kind of see how I'd be having, am I going to break this now? Am I not going to remember how I had it? But I just wanted to emphasize that to you guys. Let me see. How will things look now if I do that? I guess it's not really the best, but I also have it kind of zoomed in. I don't know if this is like horrible and not how I had it. My bad. But like I just had to like put you guys on real quick. That's how good he was. Next up, back to back. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Back to back huge plays for Derek Harmon. He blows up the run and then he bats down a pass from Aaron Rodgers at the line of scrimmage. Derek Harmon, he's just a monster. Omar is a crazy gem. I love his aggressive moves, but we're never in a million years that I imagine we have DK, Aaron Rodgers, and Jalen Ramsey on the same team. I know Rodgers and Ramsey aren't in their prime, but still it's wild. I love Omar's aggressive moves, and I think he just makes us a much better team each year. For sure, like, these are players that we just never would have thought, as you said, like, we just never would have thought we would have. And you see, like, other teams, when they're, like, out there going for a Super Bowl, they bring in these players and not, like, okay, we're going to give our fifth-round pick who's been on the team 4 years and hasn't really, been eaten like that. We're just going to keep him because we drafted him and, like, that's the team we want to be. We're far and away past that at this point. Like, we're past that now. And, yeah, I'm very happy about that. Cam is still a great player for his age, and it's great that we can have him still play great and mentor and set up Benton and Harmon and Yaya Black for the future. Those three are going to be, like, I want to win a Super Bowl so bad this year because I want Cam to get it. But like, imagine he retires and like somehow we win it like immediately the season after, and it's because of like his mentorship to like some of these other players. Like that would be fantastic in a story as well. But I want Cameron Hayward to get his own ring. Honestly, I want him to get a ring, and I want him to be just like this all-time player for us, because he is. If Cameron Hayward were to get a ring with us, immediately he might already be in the Ring of Honor, but like immediately he is like first ballot, bang, 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 all-time player, Walter Payton Man of the Year, a good guy. Like he's just the GOAT. We love Cameron Hayward. And then here we go. We got another picture of Jalen Ramsey in the. It doesn't feel real to me, honestly. Like Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, it's Jalen Ramsey that I see. That is just like, wow. You know, like I never would have thought. And remember that Jacksonville Jaguars playoff game, man. Never forget, man. And AB was. Let's be honest, AB and Juju were cooking him. They were cooking him. I'll stand on that. They were cooking Jalen Ramsey. But I just he was really good at that point, and he should be at least like decent this year, you know, like he should be at least 80% of what he was, 70% of what he was, because he's surrounded by Darius Slay and Joey Porter Jr. And Deshaun Elliott's also back there at the safety position. Like he should be at least decent at it. And so like bringing him in was fantastic to me. And you can see, speaking of them too, you got them going in a drill right here. Imagine this team with GP. Yeah. I still don't think we should have given up on George Pickens, but, you know, if he was just this big of a problem and we were never going to pay him, maybe we did him a solid by, like, sending him to Dallas, because, like, now he can put up all of the yards as, like, a number 2 wide receiver with, what's his name, with CeeDee Lamb back there and Dak Prescott and, you know, whatever. Maybe he puts up the stats that he, like, wants or whatever. But, yeah, I wanted to keep George Pickens as well. I was pretty sad about that. Next up, okay, we watched this already. This was the interception by Patrick Queen. On Aaron Rodgers. And then, okay, I wanted to watch this from Peyton Wilson because, one, I have a TikTok. This is another, like, I don't know, just kind of real life thing. I have a TikTok with Peyton Wilson, and this is a crazy thumbnail. I have a TikTok with Peyton Wilson that, like, exploded. To this day, this is from, like, last training camp. Like, to this day, though, it's still getting numbers. So we're going to try to recreate it, man. But he says some stuff in this that to me was very encouraging. So let's listen to Peyton Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, we run a lot of men here, so.
Oh my God! Wait, why is this so loud? Hold on. I don't want this as zoomed in. I fucked up when I zoomed it in for you guys. So if I do that again, okay, this is a little better.
Yeah, I mean, we run a lot of men here, so I mean, it's definitely beneficial for my skill set. Like I'm one of the better cover linebackers in the world.
In the world.
Like any tight end, any running back that lines up out there, I'm willing to go toe to toe with them. And, you know, I'm excited for whatever role they give me, and I'm gonna go out there and try to kill them. Yeah, I mean, we run.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Wilson is one of the best cover linebackers in the world. Not in Pennsylvania, not in the United States, not in the Northern Hemisphere, not on the Western Hemisphere, not on how else can I? Not north of the equator, not below Canada, not above South America, not just above Mexico, not just to the east of California, not just to the north of Kentucky, not just to the south of Maine. He is one of the best coverage linebackers in the entire world. China included, North Korea included, Russia included, Dubai included, England included. All of these countries, you put out your best cover linebacker and Peyton Wilson is likely better than them all. He's like Madara Uchiha of coverage linebackers, man. It's so, seeing Peyton Wilson out there, I love the guy. I love Peyton Wilson, one of my favorite Steelers. Crazy, but maybe Roman Wilson is the next AB. Whoa, is the next AB. Same height and weight, faster, even as fast as AB, according to 40 Time. Just depends on Roman Wilson's work ethic. Like AB had a crazy work ethic. Yeah, AB, he was one of a kind with that. Like everything you hear about him was like, he's crazy, but he practiced really hard. Like he's nuts, but like he was really dedicated to football. But maybe Roman Wilson can be that. That would be fucking fantastic. We need that low key. We need another player as good as AB on this offense right now. Yeah, like he would be out there for a while. And I used to, how do I put this? I used to have Antonio Brown on Snapchat. Like he wasn't actually my friend. You know, he didn't add me back, but like it was like a public profile, right? And like he would post these videos of like him like in the gym and shit. He would always like literally always be there. Like he was nowhere else but like doing like this little like toss like with a golf ball or whatever, trying to like get his reflexes up and like his catching up. Like he would always be doing that shit. And then also like he would just like look into the camera and smile. And this is a real story and a real take, and no one's ever gonna believe me. But when he would like post these videos of him just like smiling in the camera, I would say to myself, "Oh, he's crazy. Like he's nuts." You know, like I literally would say that, and then come to find out, he's nuts, man. Like he's nuts. You know, so that was just something as a kid I noticed. But yeah, he was always in the gym, always working. And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame what happened to him. He's our best receiver of all time. I know there's gonna be a lot of pushback to that, like the Heinz Awards and whatnot. And they got the ring for sure. They got the ring. But Antonio Brown, we all know how good he was. They drop balls from drones. Yeah, see, like it's just shit like that. Like Antonio Brown was doing that. I feel like other people weren't. And so like that's just what makes him one of a kind. Like he's the GOAT. I love Antonio Brown, even though he did what he did. Next up, training camp notes. Okay, shout out to Robbie. So we got winners: Caleb Johnson, Patrick Queen, Jalen Ramsey, Darnell Washington, and Derek Harmon. And then losers: Aaron Rodgers, first day, so don't take it that serious. Donta Kent, Darius Slay, and Broderick Jones. And then he says notes: Jalen Ramsey is a utility knife that makes the trade completely worth it. Caleb Johnson is legit. Derek Harmon is a bully of a man and can compete against the best of them. Broderick Jones has to get back used to being a left tackle again. Patrick Queen is fast and strong, looking like his old self. And Rodgers and DK will get used to it. Just give them more than one practice. Follow for more throughout the entire camp. Ladies and gentlemen, go give Robbie a follow, because like half of these videos were for him. No bullshit. In fact, I'm going to go literally follow him right now. Shout out to Robbie. But yeah, these were his notes about it. This is what he had to say, because he's, I'm assuming, actually there. And he killed Chase Claypool in Fortnite once. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like that's his like is that his bio? Yeah, his bio is he killed Chase Claypool in Fortnite once. So shout out to Robbie for that. And I believe we just have like one or two more things. This is the last thing that I think I'm going to talk about here, because I believe Steelers training camp is about to start again. So we're going to get hit with like some new clips. But I got to get ready for work, and I'm going to start compiling stuff up so that way we can do this again, like we can go live again, maybe later today, if not like tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how things work out, because I believe they also practice again tomorrow. But I don't have work, so like I can just like be live, But yeah, the NFL media is still trying to hype up the Bengals because of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, let this shit go. The Bengals suck. Like they're not going to be very good this year. I would say they don't even play their players. I would say the Bengals, if they got 9 wins this year, that would be like fantastic for them. And it's a hot take, but it is what it is. Like if they got 9 wins this year, that would be fantastic for them. But I really don't like the Bengals. I think they suck. But I'm just hating. I'm a Steelers fan, so it is what it is. I'm sure they'll get like 11 wins and lose in the first round of the playoffs, just like they do all the time. Yeah, this is just like my homepage. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to do it. Did the rookie? No, they haven't signed him. They haven't signed the rookie or Trey Hendrickson. They're just letting their players go, but they'll sign every wide receiver ever. They'll do that, but they won't sign their defensive players. And because of that, Aaron Rodgers, he's going to carve them up. DK Metcalf, he's going for 4 touchdowns against them. And Joey Porter Jr., Jalen Ramsey, and Darius Slay, they're going to lock up T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. It just is what it is. I don't make the rules. That's just what's going to happen. But anyways, I am going to end the live here as I do. I have to start getting ready for work and whatnot. But I did want to talk about training camp because it is the best time of the year. And this was really fun. I definitely expect not only another live, but also I'm going to... I'm going to probably chop this up a little bit and make it a YouTube video. We'll see how that actually, goes. But this is all going to be stuff I do this weekend. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for another live. Karth, thank you for pulling up. Let's Go Sports, thank you for pulling up. Victor, thank you for pulling up. Seth, thank you for pulling up. I love and appreciate all you guys. And I will see you in the next live, man. Thank you. Thank you, Karth, for tuning out. I appreciate it.